Hey friend, let's talk about the big veteran addition the Kansas City Chiefs made recently. When the Chiefs signed this experienced player, it definitely caught the attention of fans everywhere. I mean, this wasn't just any signing. It was someone with a solid career, a player with a name and reputation that made a lot of people think this could really help the Chiefs push deeper into the playoffs. Before we dig deeper, think back to when the news broke. Were you excited about this signing? I know a lot of Chiefs fans saw it as a smart move, bringing in a veteran who could bring leadership, toughness, and maybe fill a big hole on the roster. It's natural to expect that kind of addition to give the team an edge, especially with so much talent already on the squad. But of course, the NFL isn't just about names on paper, it's about performance, fit, and timing. This player's resume looked solid coming in. He's got years of experience in the league, some playoff games under his belt, and a reputation for being a reliable piece on his previous teams. That's why the Chiefs' front office went all in, hoping he would bring immediate impact. The buzz was real and expectations were high. Fans were ready to see this veteran in action, thinking maybe he'd be one of those late career players who still have something left to give. But here's the thing with the NFL. Sometimes even the best veterans don't always fit into a new system as smoothly as expected. Chemistry matters. Health matters. And that's where things can get tricky. Before we jump into what's been happening since, I want to hear from you. Did you believe this veteran signing was going to be a game changer? Drop a comment below and let me know what you thought at the time. And hey, if you want to stay up to date with everything Chiefs, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on the latest news and updates. All right, let's move on and see what kind of doubts have started creeping in around this big signing. All right, now that we've set the stage with the big veteran addition, let's talk about what's been happening since that initial excitement. The truth is, some early doubts have started to pop up, both from inside the Chiefs organization and among the fan base. It didn't take long for some concerns to surface. Maybe it was during training camp or early practices, but people started noticing that this veteran player wasn't quite living up to the hype. Whether it's been struggles with conditioning, difficulty picking up the playbook, or just not meshing well with the rest of the team, something felt off. Reports and whispers from inside the team began to paint a picture that all wasn't smooth sailing. Coaches and staff aren't ones to publicly throw a player under the bus, but when a veteran isn't hitting the expected marks, it raises eyebrows. For fans who follow every Chiefs update, you might have caught some of those early hints that this signing wasn't panning out like everyone hoped. And it's not just about physical ability. Sometimes, when a player comes in with a big reputation, expectations are sky high, and that pressure can affect performance. Add to that the Chiefs' complex system that requires players to be sharp mentally and physically, and you get a recipe for potential struggles. So what does this mean for the Chiefs? It means questions are being asked. Is this veteran still the player he once was? Can he keep up with the speed and demands of this Chiefs team? Or is this a case of a signing that just didn't fit? Now, here's where I want to hear from you. Do you think the Chiefs made a mistake signing this veteran? Take a second and answer yes or no in the comments below. It's always interesting to see how the fan base feels as things unfold. Also, if you're appreciating these honest updates and want more straight talk about the Chiefs roster moves, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps the channel grow and keeps the content coming your way. All right, next up, let's look at how this situation is impacting the rest of the team and the roster overall. So now that doubts have started to surface about this veteran addition, the next question is, how is it affecting the rest of the Chiefs roster? Because in the NFL, one player's struggles don't just happen in isolation, they ripple through the whole team. This veteran was expected to fill a key role, and with that comes the pressure of impacting not just the plays on the field, but also the development of other players around him. When a veteran is brought in, especially one with a big name, it sometimes blocks younger talent from getting the reps and opportunities they need to grow. For the Chiefs, that balance is crucial. There are a few younger players and even some other veterans on the roster who might now be stuck waiting in the wings, hoping for a chance to prove themselves. Coaches have to decide, stick with the veteran who brings experience but hasn't quite delivered, or give the ball to the younger guys who might bring more energy and upside. From what we've seen so far, this has created a bit of a dilemma. On one hand, the Chiefs don't want to waste a big signing and want to give this veteran every chance to succeed. On the other hand, they can't afford to stall the progress of the future stars waiting in the shadows. Fans who watch training camp highlights and preseason games have probably noticed some younger players stepping up, making plays, and showing they're hungry to take over. It's the kind of situation where coaches have to weigh performance over reputation. So, I want to ask you directly, if this veteran doesn't end up being the answer, who do you think should step up and fill that role? Is there a young player you're rooting for? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Also, if you want me to keep breaking down how the Chiefs manage these roster battles all season long, make sure to subscribe. This channel is all about giving you the real, no-fluff Chiefs news and updates. All right, coming up next, we'll dive into what the Chiefs front office is saying behind the scenes about all of this. Stay tuned. Now let's take a closer look at what's been coming from the Chiefs front office and coaching staff about this veteran situation. When a big signing starts to struggle, it's natural to wonder how the team leadership is handling it behind the scenes. From what we've gathered, the Chiefs aren't ignoring the concerns. Sources close to the team suggest that the front office and coaches are closely monitoring the veteran's progress, but they are also keeping an open mind. The team knows this player brings experience and potential value, but they also understand that performance on the field is what really matters. Brett Veach, the Chiefs' general manager, has a reputation for being patient but decisive. He's been clear in interviews that every player has to earn their spot. If this veteran wants to contribute, he'll need to show it in practice and games. There's no guaranteed playing time just because of past success. Coaches have also reportedly given the veteran some chances to adjust to the Chiefs' system, but the clock is ticking. With younger players pushing hard and competition always fierce, there's pressure to perform now. It's not uncommon for the Chiefs to give veterans time, but if the results don't come, tough decisions will have to be made. It's also worth noting that the Chiefs value culture and locker room chemistry highly. If this veteran isn't meshing well off the field, that could factor into their evaluation too. Leadership matters, but so does fitting into the team's mindset and work ethic. So what do you think? Do you trust Brett Veach and the coaching staff to handle this situation the right way? Or do you think they might be holding on to the veteran too long? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm curious to hear what you believe. And hey, if you want to keep getting the inside scoop and honest takes on the Chiefs' roster moves, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss a thing as this story develops. Next up, we'll talk about what's likely coming next for this veteran and what fans can expect going forward. All right, we've covered a lot about this veteran addition. Now let's talk about what's likely coming next for the Chiefs and what it means for you as a fan. At this point, the Chiefs are at a crossroads. If this veteran can turn things around quickly, prove he still has what it takes, and mesh well with the team, he'll get more chances on the field. But if the doubts keep growing and performance doesn't improve, the Chiefs might have to make a tough call, whether that means benching him, cutting him, or looking for other options. Remember, the NFL season is a long grind, and every roster spot counts. The Chiefs have to balance veteran leadership with the energy and upside of younger players who could be the future of the franchise. It's a delicate dance, but one the front office has handled well in recent years. From a fan's perspective, it's easy to get frustrated when a big signing doesn't pan out as expected. But the good news is, the Chiefs have built a strong foundation and depth. They're used to adapting and finding ways to win even when things don't go perfectly. Now I want to hear your take. Do you think this signing will work out by the end of the season? Or is it time for the Chiefs to move on? Vote yes or no in the comments below and share why you feel that way. Also, if you enjoyed this deep dive and want more honest Chiefs news, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video with your fellow fans. It really helps this channel grow and keeps us bringing you the best coverage. Thanks for sticking with me through this breakdown. The Chiefs season is shaping up to be an interesting one, and you can count on me to keep you updated every step of the way. Catch you in the next video.